So what if I told you that this glitch in your life right now, whatever you're experiencing, the pain, the lack, the destruction, the chaos, is your invitation to wake up. So do you want to keep glitching, or do you want to wake up? So here's what's happened. I have been meditating on the simulation theory with my members of my master class. That's the Miracle Manifesting Academy. We've been meeting on Mondays for over 6 months now. And what's happening to me right now is the result of exactly what we predicted. Stay with me. This could be the most important video of your life to watch, especially today. I have been experiencing repeated micro breakdowns, especially through frustrating interactions with technology, banks, with my personal relationships, with my professional relationships. They've all been on this kind of loop, even with AI. It's been so intense that in the middle of arguments with personal relations, I'm noticing the exact copy of previous conflicts playing out multiple times in my life, where it almost seems like exactly the same conversation. The only difference is my awareness is slightly different than it used to be. As having argued with a platonic female friend of mine, it seems just like all the other arguments with my former lovers. It's almost word for word, and it makes no actual sense. And nothing I do to change what is happening is having any effect. My awareness of what they're doing is not helping me at all. It's like the universe is intentionally throwing these breakdowns my way, and I'm talking about complete breakdowns. I'm crying like I haven't cried in years. Like my heart's been broken, and I fix it, and then 30 minutes to an hour later or tomorrow, it all happens all over again. Each time I'm faced with this same problem, it feels like I'm trapped in a loop, as if reality itself is malfunctioning. So we really want to pay attention to what a glitch is in the matrix, in the illusion, as you are shifting your identity, as you're, as Paul said in the Bible, dying daily. You know, let the old man die. Do you really want him around anymore? I don't want my old self around anymore. I don't need to replay those traumas and those painful memories, and I don't need those to keep manifesting in new relationships, in business and personal, or with my child. I don't need those anymore, and I don't need to be hyper-vigilantly working so that it doesn't happen. I need to let them go. I need to let that man die with as least effort as possible. Just let it go. Letting go. Bye-bye. See you around. Hopefully not. Now, what's even more wild is just before this began, in my Miracle Manifesting Academy masterclass, we made a commitment. We decided to meditate on the simulation theory for 2 weeks and to see what would shift in our reality. And here I am. Holy shit. Watching my reality glitch after glitch after glitch, just as I predicted. It's like the universe took my words and said, here is your test. Now, what exactly does this mean? We know through teachings like Neville, Goddard, and the law of assumption that reality is nothing more than you pushed out. It's a reflection, a mirror of your inner state. Your beliefs and assumptions, and I've been practicing this work for years. I teach it, I live it. I help others manifest their realities, get through their divorce, get their lover back, get the new lover in their bed, let go and heal. But, holy shit, the last few days, they've been different. Drop a comment below if you have been noticing glitches in your reality as you're shifting your concept of self, or your own version. We can use any language we want. We don't have to use the word simulation. I have a client who's working miracles in his family. He prefers the construct. That's beautiful, right? I have a very, very, very Christian aligned client who has, again, got through a year of sobriety. And then when everyone in the church is telling her to leave her husband because she was noticing his wounds and his need of work, I'm the asshole saying, whoa, that's too damn easy. Doesn't your Bible, doesn't your faith say that you've gone through these things so that you can be prepared to model and facilitate and lead others? This is your chance to model for your family. And that was a few months ago, and oh my God, they are living heaven on earth. She uses I create heaven. She has not found any conflict with faith or with her Lord. It all is the same. It all is relevant. What I've been noticing the last few days, I have been talking about intense moments of frustration on social media with clients where I ask for something and it's like I'm being blocked at every turn. The answers don't come. I can point out to a partner their commitment, both personal and professional, how they swore up and down, and me pointing out that they're not meeting that agreement is not having any effect. It's only rebounding right back to me as more conflict. So let's stop saying I'm highly intuitive and I sense things and I'm psychic and I notice things. No, that's not a gift. Everyone is intuitive. Everyone sees things. That's not a special skill. That's a recipe for loneliness and desperation and fear, and you put yourself into a corner when you're really good at noticing what's happening outside you and pointing it out. Yeah. How many relationships or divorces are you on? Does that land? Does that hurt? Well, this is your chance to wake up. Sorry, not sorry. So yeah, the answers don't come. The solutions aren't there. And I realized that this is exactly what I committed to. Proving the simulation. This is the simulation playing out. These little breakdowns, these repeated frustrations, they aren't just random occurrences. They're the system breaking down, showing me where my awareness needs to shift. But here's a twist. We can practice this stuff. We can commit to it. I can even teach it pretty easily. But what do we do when the external world pushes back? Are we going to keep using logic and proof and accountability and rules and what society says is unacceptable? Are we going to keep pushing back against the glitch? Or are we going to go deeper? So here's where it gets really deep. What if the simulation isn't just external, but also an internal construct? Meaning, every experience, every interaction, even this conversation you are having with me and your screen and my camera right now is just reflecting back this cosmic game of mirrors. You see, in esoteric thought, there is a belief that reality is consciousness projected outward. Every glitch, every inconsistency isn't the fault of the external world, but a nudge from the inner world. The simulation isn't out there. It's within you, generated by your beliefs, your thoughts, and assumptions. Now, you can reject this, you can push back on it, you can tell me I'm wrong, but ask yourself, how many times have you exercised Herculean efforts to change your life and change your relationships, and it doesn't actually work? How many times have you got that money and lost it? How many times have you got the girl or the guy and lost her? How many times have you proven yourself and it didn't fucking matter to anyone but you? What if the purpose of these seemingly frustrating experiences is to reveal the malleability of reality? What if each time you confront a contradiction, a mistake, or a repeated error, you're actually being invited to wake up to your own power as the architect of this reality? Again, as Neville Goddard talks about the world being nothing more than you pushed out. And when the world glitches, maybe it's not broken. Maybe instead, it's revealing that you hold the code. You're the code maker. You're not just playing a simulation of a game. You are the game. So it's no coincidence that just as I commit to meditating on the simulation theory, the very fabric of my reality begins to glitch. And these breakdowns of intense pain and emotion, these repeated, frustrating experiences, are actually just reflections of my commitment that I made. It's like the universe is just saying, Anthony, here's your test. You asked for it. What do you expect to happen? How are you going to handle it this time? Do you really believe this work? Will you live by it, even when it's hard? See, many times we can talk about spiritual awakening and mindset and hustle and all kinds of words. But as I was a child, noticing the hypocrisy all around me and then getting shamed for noticing the hypocrisy, I noticed that people of faith tend to never actually live by their faith. It's just words. It's the Bible. It's the scripture. It's regurgitation. It's dogmatic. It's completely devoid of any faith when it actually matters. It's so convenient to say when your neighbor hurts you that the devil is taken over, and therefore you're like, fuck you. And all that faith, all that loving spirit of thy neighbor completely goes out the window. That's not Christ consciousness. That's not Buddhahood. Insert your belief. It's not that. That's not the truth of reality. That just might be the actual devil personified. The illusion of seeing someone as less than God, less than perfect. So the next time you look at somebody and say, holy shit, what you're doing is wrong, I'm judging you, XYZ, take a fucking breath. Maybe that's the devil tricking you into believing the illusion of the five senses. Maybe they cheated on you. Maybe they stole from you. Maybe they stepped on your toe. Maybe they said something that you decided was offensive. Maybe that's the devil. Because if you were truly in your Christ consciousness, you were truly awakened, if you were truly in your Buddhahood, you probably wouldn't even notice it, or it wouldn't even affect you, because again, you know that you are the creator of your reality. That's a hint to you. Ooh, I guess I've been kind of judgmental today. I guess I've been letting that stub toe or the lost keys or the flat tire I had this morning, I've been kind of letting that steamroll, and I'm kind of noticing a lot of chaos, and holy shit, I walk into the house and now my wife wants a divorce. I didn't do anything. Well, I'm giving you an invitation just to look at that. Don't take my word for it. You need discernment on your own. I'm not your fucking guru. I'm just a guide. Discernment is important no matter who you follow. The top creators that I follow, none of them I agree with 100%, because discernment is part of my sovereignty. Take the feedback, look at the thoughts, decide what you choose. Don't be a sheep. So here's your test. Do you really believe this work? Will you live by it, even when it's hard? Now, what's incredible is that I'm not just seeing this in my own life, but in the lives of other members of my class, in the lives of my one-on-one clients, completely changing everything in a matter of just 2 weeks. We are all having this shared experience. And again, if you're in part of any thriving spiritual awakening consciousness, use the quantum shifting, whatever popular keyword that's out there right now, every group like that does discuss and experiences a shared experience. So we can ignore it or we can listen to it and question it. Maybe there's a community for you. Just maybe. With this awareness of reality as a mirror, and with the awareness comes this frustration, but it's also transformation. You know, if you're never triggered, you're never going to know what you want to change. So when we adopt faith and put it into action and understand that we're creating our reality, we're living in a matrix, we're living in a simulation, God and I are one, etc., it gives us a great opportunity to understand that our challenges are gifts. If my father hadn't given up on being my father and signing over his parental rights to my mother when I was a child, and then completely disappearing from my life, if I hadn't have had that gift, I would have given up on my daughter as a non-custodial parent years ago. So the most painful thing that my biological father has ever did to me was actually the greatest gift for me. Because when the opportunities came to continue thriving on stage, go to New York, go to LA at the top of my game, after being in local theater, winning awards, making a living in a city that doesn't really provide a living for working actors, I could have just left. I had lots of friends and family just saying, hey man, send her the check and go be a movie star. Go live your life. Well, thank you, Father, who I haven't seen or heard from in, I'm 45 now, probably, I don't know if he's alive or dead. Thank you, Dad, because you gave me the greatest gift of not giving up on my own child, no matter what the custodial parent did to me. Definitely got to talk about that more in another video, because I'm, as you might have noticed if you're following the channel, I'm getting more raw, getting really fucking raw these days. And I don't care if anyone sees it, because this is me. I'm talking to me and everyone has me pushed out. So you see, it's easy to know this stuff in theory. It is very, holy shit. Yeah. Look at yourself. You probably know a whole lot more than anyone even knows that you know about this world and the simulation theory. So it is easy to know this stuff in theory. It is easy to teach it, to meditate on it, to say you believe in it. But one external reality pushes back. When the glitch happens to you, that's when you're really tested. Are you going to stay in the loop of frustration and pain and suffering? As the Buddhists say, the cycle of death and birth. Pushing against with logic and hustling and proving to people that you're better. Being a man. Urgh. Making your money, and then your family and kids hate your guts, but all you care about is you're a provider, so they should just suck it up. And when their wife wants to leave them, they want to destroy their wives' lives. Yeah. We can let that go. We can let that go. If you choose to. So are you going to stay in this loop of frustration, pushing against with logic, proof? Or are you going to step back? Do your work and realize that the glitch is a reflection of your inner world. It's not reality. It's you. So let's have a final revelation here. The ultimate realization is this. The glitches aren't mistakes. They aren't things that need to be fixed. They're invitations to go deeper into the work, to question, how are you creating or not creating? Are you creating or are you regurgitating? Are you going through the motions? Are you conscious? Are you unconscious? Are you Netflixing all day? See, the simulation isn't just a theory. It's a lived experience. And when you start seeing the world through this lens, you realize every breakdown, every challenge, every heartbreak, every loss, every frustration is a gift, an opportunity to shift your consciousness. Because when you step into that awareness, you move from being the NPC, the character in the game, to becoming the creator of worlds. In fact, the game itself. So tell me in the comments below, what will you do the next time your reality glitches? Will you fight? Will you get people to gather around you on social media, condemning people you don't even know, condemning your partner, getting them just to agree with you, thinking that they're agreeing? No, they're you. They're just you. So of course they're mirroring what you're saying. So are you going to go home to your partner and have more fuel the fire because your friends and people you don't even know have agreed with you? Will you fight and resist? Or will you accept this invitation? Go deeper into the work, into your own consciousness. If you're ready to step out of the loop and start creating the reality you want, hit the subscribe button. Take a look at the links below. I have links to work directly with me and bypass all the funnels. I have a manifesting and relationship community I just started. So join now. I think it's only $1. And I intend to increase that dramatically once we get the ball rolling. So join it now as soon as possible. You can also download my relationship rescue workbook if you don't want to be involved in anything other than just downloading a 72-page book that is all the top processes that I've been teaching for the last 6 years that are both for relationships to rescue them and also to use spiritual and esoteric principles, not just the typical therapy things. It's the perfect blend of both worlds, the physical relationship world and the spiritual world. You can download that for absolutely for free going to relationshiprescueworkbook.com. If you want to join me in my weekly masterclass with the other master manifestors, click the link below, get in contact with me, and let's talk. So let's explore this together. I promise you this journey is going to blow your mind until you stop saying it's crazy, because you'll just get used to it. It won't be a surprise. It's going to be natural. So if this resonates with you, drop a comment below. Let me know how your reality, your simulation is glitching in your life. We're all in this cosmic game together, and I can't wait to see what we create next. Until next time, keep manifesting, stay conscious, and remember, drum roll. My name is Anthony Cortino, Sacred Cobra, reminding you you are sacred, you are worthy, and you are love. We'll see you next time. Cheers.